reveals the truth because Al Pacino presented the award for Best Picture at the Oscars 2024 in such a strange way. And Maria is the Oppenheimer. Strange things have happened at the Oscar Awards since, from Will Smith's slap to John Cena wearing nothing, but what has generated quite a bit of debate this year, but even scandal, is when the most epic and important moment of the night arrives. Do you think the name of the winner for Best Picture will be revealed? And it's that the legendary actor, considered one of the best in history, who already won his Oscar for Best Actor in 1993 for the famous movie Perfume. Of women, a legend returned to. Thanks to the Godfather films, he came onto the stage quite disheveled. With clothes that looked too big for him, a hairstyle that experts say is disastrous, his tie poorly adjusted and simply arrived and quite abruptly said that "Open gimme, ready, coming end," without announcing the 10 nominees first, which is quite common and it's generally done for excitement. They present one by one the movies nominated for Best Picture. Even a small piece of each can be seen. After this, the host takes a breath, breathes, opens the envelope and finally announces the winner's name. Now, Al Pacino did it quickly, seriously, dryly, and that's when many started attacking him. They said he was too old and envious, and for that reason, he hadn't given the importance of the award he was giving. Others even mentioned he might be ill, and that's why he was rambling. The attacks, criticism, and rejections were so many that Al Pacino has decided to reveal the truth and say, in a statement, he assured it was not his intention to leave out the others not named, which didn't win, and rather, the ultra producers were the ones who instructed and decided, "I won't mention the nominees' names again, since they were individually introduced throughout the ceremony." Indeed, if you watch the Oscars, you realize that as the ceremony went on, they were introducing the nominees for Best Picture one by one. That's why Al Pacino showed that he chose to follow exactly the way the producers, they were told to steal award the prize, even though Al Pacino apologized and said, "I realize that being dominated is and not being fully recognized is offensive and ironic." And yes, many criticized Al Pacino, calling him envious, because reaching that sublime moment, the most awaited moment to announce the Best Picture, also celebrates all the nominees who didn't win, and also this makes whoever follows more important, right? And yes, it's something cool. Just when he went up, he even murmured, "My eyes see Oppenheimer." But as people expected there would be 10 nominees before the winner was revealed, it was thought that maybe Oppenheimer was the first nominee, and that's why Engel was being mentioned. He didn't even celebrate or shout on a grand scale. After that, a response was demanded from the producers. And those who make the Oscars said they tried to make it very quick because they were worried about the ceremony becoming too long. They even apologized, saying they thought people just wanted to know who won and that the show would end. But that's not true. A story that a big mistake was made. He apologized to Al Pacino for such a difficult moment in which it was put on. The reality is that the Oscar ceremony is not what it used to be, and we must be clear. About 20 million people watched the Oscars in 2024. And yes, it's the highest figure in 4 years. Twice what was most terrible during the pandemic era. However, before the pandemic, about 40 million people were watching. I'm asking you, are you also interested in the Oscars or do you not care anymore? And secondly, if you watch the ceremony, what do you think of what Al Pacino did? And above all, what do you think of the people who attacked him when it has been ensured that he was just following orders? To be honest with you, I liked how they did it before introducing the nominees and then the winner. This makes it quite exciting. I even like that they give a bit of suspense before announcing the winner to make it more thrilling for Kelsey. And I think that's all good for the audience, but also for those participating. Because part of the excitement is wondering if your name will be called or not. But tell me, what do you think? Leave me your thoughts. I want to know.